plans, we have another couple of them. They were found in 2008 in a Berlin apartment, and they were somehow acquired by the German publishing house Axel Springer, who published it's a very popular daily, the Bild Zeitung. So they somehow acquired it. We don't really know how, and they provided them to Yad Vashem. So, but we really have a couple of these plans that really show you the development of the camp on the maps. You know how they planned it. We have a plan of one of the barracks. I think that was it's actually over there. It's also the other one.
And they donated it.
Yes, they donated it to Yad Vashem. It was an official visit by the, I think, foreign minister or something. I don't remember exactly. But we got them from Germany, and you have here the signatures. There was a special construction unit, construction committee for the Auschwitz camp. It was actually in construction committee of the SS, but they dealt with the construction of Auschwitz, and there were hundreds of plans that were drawn by both by prisoners who had like the ability to do it, and also by SS people. And here you have the signatures of the original signatures of the people who were involved in building the camp. This is the person, the Bischof, Karl Bischof. He was the head of this commission, of this building commission, and Erft, I think. No, Ertl. Ertl was the one who was in charge of the execution of it. So he checked this, Ertl checked this, and he approved it. Bischof approved it. And you have here a plan of this is the Auschwitz I, the original Auschwitz camp, and that's the plan for Birkenau here. And you can see here's the famous rail track that they built in 44 for the Hungarian transport that leads into the camp. That are the famous pictures from the Auschwitz album where they show the selection and everything, the arrival of people, that is here in Birkenau in this ramp. Because the original railway station is basically here, and then they built this rail track in early 1944 for the Hungarian transports that came in spring 1944. There were 500,000 Jews from Hungary that were deported to Auschwitz
within a very short time.
6 or 8 weeks. Yeah, it was a major logistical enterprise, which was done by Eichmann as well. This is the whole area. The scope of interest, that's what it says here, plan of the scope of interest of the Auschwitz camp.
And here they have it dated 41 November.
Yes, but here, yeah, this is interesting actually. The map, the original map is from 41,
and I think
from the region. But then this, you see, this is, what is it? November 41, right? This was from March, and then in November, when they planned Birkenau, they added this. They added it onto this part here on the map. So the map was originally drawn in March, and then they added this in November, and it was approved by this building authority. And what happened actually was interesting, and most of the material in Auschwitz got lost because before the Nazis left, they destroyed the archive of the Kommandantur. They burned it. And they forgot about the archives of this construction unit. So they found all these materials, and many of them are in Auschwitz, in the Auschwitz Museum. But these, we have, I think, 29 of those maps here that were found in this Berlin apartment.
Who owned the apartment?
I don't really know. It used to be in East Berlin, so that's why it only, all those, actually, it's interesting because we got so much documentation from Eastern European archives also after the fall of the Berlin Wall, which were previously had been inaccessible to us. But since then we have I think between 2008 and last year we managed to increase our collection by 4. Today we have approximately 220 million pages of documentation, which is a vast amount, and most of the materials are actually from other archives.
This is unbelievable.